Hail gonna hail to the alma mater.
Hail gonna hail to the alma mater.
Hail gonna hail to
We're still with Ready to Rumble, the Ateneo LaSalle Final Four special. Though technically, we're still not in the actual Final Four. We're days away from the Final Four. Tomorrow's game is going to be crucial in deciding, who gets the final placings for 2, 3, and 4. The game tomorrow is at 3 in the afternoon at the Araneta Coliseum.
And this might not even be the last Ateneo
No,
LaSalle
not
game
at all.
of this year. Kasi whoever loses tomorrow gets to take on USD. If they get to win that, it's Ateneo versus LaSalle once again.
I think for all of us, we're hoping for a third, because that means both teams will still have a chance to make it to the finals against UE. I don't know. I think from the Ateneo side, I talked to a lot of students earlier, and they're all very nervous about tomorrow because of the perception, right, Boom, that it's going to be tough to pull off 3 straight wins against LaSalle. What might be the feeling or the perception over the LaSalle side of things?
Richard talks to a lot of students also.
Unfortunately, not LaSalle students.
Classmates sila. Male students, females.
No, I just hope that LaSalle wins. Because, criticisms, aangat ko lang yung mic. yung criticisms kasi sa LaSalle this season, we don't know how to lose. It's true. We're not used to losing. That's why I'm happy that you guys are here. You can give us tips because, matagal-tagal yun.
We don't remember anymore.
Pero it's going to be very tough for LaSalle tomorrow. I thought lahat naman, going to a LaSalle Ateneo game, you think your team has an advantage. But, coming to that game, even yung first and second game, if it's a close game at the end, Ateneo's been hitting the big shots. And yun ang problema ng LaSalle ngayon. Parang yung reaction in pressure situations, very suspect. And Ateneo, ang daming heroes. Like, he had Ford Arrow hitting that bank shot to send the game into overtime, and then si Chris Tiu also hit a big 3. And you have in the second round, you had guys like sila Salamat, sila Yuri hitting big shots at the end, and LaSalle could not convert on the other end. Diba? So I just hope that tomorrow's game, everybody wants a close game, but for me personally, I don't want a close game at the end. I want LaSalle to be leading by a comfortable margin at the end para wala na yung pressure too much on the side of LaSalle. Because LaSalle has stretches where they play brilliantly, pero all of a sudden they stop playing. So yun ang delikado.
May question ako sorry Jason, about yung endgame collapse ng LaSalle. It's very uncharacteristic, di ba? Kilala mo LaSalle from before. Is it because, or we were talking about rust kanina, factor ba yung, I want to ask you guys, factor ba yung 1-year layoff ng LaSalle?
Well, I think that's pretty obvious, and iba pa rin and you know this also, and you haven't played in so long, and then you have those huge crowds, the huge crowd that watches a game. That was when it's a close game, and you haven't done it for so long, and all of these guys, most of them are except for the three veterans, JV, TY, and Cholo. The rest of the guys, this is something new for them, and I think that's been the problem. When it's a close game, naninibago pa lahat yung mga players, and that 1 year that was lost, it's like they're trying to learn everything within this year. They're trying to compress everything, the learning process within the season.
Alam mo what I think, yung difference between the teams of LaSalle and Ateneo now? Pagdating sa endgame, when it comes to Ateneo, nobody's afraid to take that big shot. And it's a number of guys who can take it. LaSalle endgame, they always look for JV Casio. And,
And if he's not there, parang nobody wants to
parang
take
nobody wants to take the
over.
shot anymore.
That's exactly what happened in round number 1. We were there, JV was double team, he tried to pass out, but there was no more time.
Yun na nga eh. Unlike in sa Ateneo, you have a number of guys who can hit that big shot. So, mas maraming threats on the floor. Unlike sa LaSalle, medyo predictable. You have the ball in the hands of JV Casio with the clock running down. So, yun ang one thing na medyo pabor yun sa Ateneo.
And I think, let's admit it, when it comes to fast breaking style, obviously LaSalle's a better team compared to Ateneo. But when it's a close game and half court, medyo lamang yung Ateneo because they're built for a half-court type of game. They have excellent post guys. They have shooters at the wing. They have a slasher. So they're more built for that scenario. LaSalle mas, they have a lot of athletic guys. Pang ano talaga, pang open court type of basketball.
Yeah, that's why yung Ateneo LaSalle, aside from the rivalry, it's a very good game. I'm talking about as a fan, because of the contrasting styles of their philosophies, di ba?
Mataas yung quality ng game.
Yes, like Jason said, LaSalle kasi pressing team, more of the guards are stepping up. On the other side naman, Ateneo, they rely on their big men. So contrasting styles, kaya mas maganda talaga yung game.
I think kaya rin kayo nahirapan sa NU because NU,
Teka, abot ko lang sa iyo.
ang hirap nga mag-bend eh. I mean, kaya na kayo, I think that's why you had problems with NU because matchup-wise, NU had big guys who can match up with Araw yan. Aguilar, you had, sila lingaw-lingaw, di ba? Ang LaSalle, walang ganong post presence eh. Walang big guy talaga ngayon who can really post up for LaSalle. We rely a lot on our wingmen and our guards.
Do you think, like, because of our coaches, I mean, we have Franz Pamarin, who was a guard, and that kind of plays a factor in what kind of team he has, and also Norman Black with his team?
I don't think so. Kasi si Franz naman nag-work with, depends on the material on this year. Sayang wala nga si Patricevic ba?
Oh,
Spell.
Naman, mahihirapan mo pa ako eh. No, so if you were there, mas maganda sana for LaSalle. Kaya nga lang, couple of days before the start of the season, na-injure siya. So, medyo mahihirapan lang yung road natin to the finals.
Anong masasabi na?
Hindi kasi exams na raw sa Lasal ngayon eh. Finals na nila.
Let's, okay, this mic is working? Yes, it is now. Enough.
Pinatay eh. Kaya siya nag-abot eh.
Here's a text message from a guy named Yael. If the referees call Yael Gonzalez, if the referees call Yuri Escueta hand checks and they don't call it when Meyerhofer bullies Ateneo guards, then LaSalle will probably win. HMP. Wanna react to this? What do you feel?
Na comment.
You know what? The last, the Ateneo LaSalle game, especially the last one, I don't think any of the two sides were crying over this or that, bad calls, because they knew the LaSallians, the Ateneans, they both knew that it was a high quality ball game, could have gone either way. The loser was going to have to face really a tough defeat because they both deserved to win, especially that the last game that they played.
And people actually might forget that both teams are coming off stinging losses. Which I
Ano mas masakit?
yeah, actually I was about to ask that.
Oh, well.
But yeah, but ano yung mas masakit?
Of course, yung talo ng Ateneo sa...
Pati ba sa pasakita ka na panalo? Panalo. Yeah! Mas masakit yung amin!
Kasi yung loss na yan talagang umaalingaw, lingaw. We
think
just
all
have
our
to
listeners
junk
have
it.
tuned out by now. No, but those are stinging
But yeah,
stinging losses.
I mean, you'd rather lose to the number one team, you know.
Then a team that's not even in the
Actually, we
playoffs.
lost nga to UE eh.
Rather lose to the team that swept the league, diba?
I agree 100% with George. And whatever George will say.
For me, he has my mic. I have no mic.
All right, I think we have text questions here. We promised to.
Can
read
you
your
text us the
questions.
question?
Okay. All right. Who is the? All right. Coming from Paul. Who is the better courtside reporter, George or Leah? Magu, why don't you answer this?
Si Boom nga pinasagot natin
No, I
dun
think
eh.
no. Boom already, who's the better? Yes, Magu, you have to answer.
I can't really.
We'll save that question for later. Going back to Boom. Oy, Boom, dito ka pala.
Parang napadaan ka pala.
Boom Gonzalez at dito.
Si Boom inaantay mag 10 o'clock eh, kain na.
Yeah, we'll enjoy our Kokorama meals in.
What's the question? Oh, am I not?
No, you're not supposed to. And do we have any other
No,
questions?
okay. I won't answer it, but I have to comment that both schools have to be proud of how George and Leah have turned out.